We're at Battelle, Darby Creek. There's over 7,000 acres of protected wetland, river, and prairie habitat. There are 24 species of salamanders that live in the state of Ohio, and 6 of them call Battelle Darby Creek their home. Wetlands provide a very important part of the salamander life cycle. This is where they lay their eggs, where they spend most of their juvenile stages, and then once they mature, they come back to these areas.
Globally, there has been an increase in human-influenced species declines and extinctions of salamanders. These include overharvesting, habitat destruction, pollution, emerging pathogens, and climate change. The Big Darby Creek watershed contains some of the Midwest's most diverse freshwater and riparian ecosystems, supporting many rare amphibian species. It's also highly sensitive to development and agricultural impacts. Ongoing and further development in the watershed still poses a significant threat to salamander populations with the Big Darby Accord Watershed Master Plan. This centers development in a mixed-use urban core to attract commercial and office uses. The plan applies a skewed, tiered system to map environmentally sensitive lands identified through analysis. It claims to proactively manage growth while protecting water quality and aquatic habitat, but clearly prioritizes the economy over ecological preservation. Of the 2,500 acres designated for development, including jurisdictional wetlands, stream corridors, and hydric soils, a substantial portion overlaps with Tier 1 to 3 protection areas, leaving the remaining acreage labeled as developable. As wetland researchers and protectors, it is crucial for us to highlight how vulnerable salamanders are to habitat loss, fragmentation, and hydrologic changes caused by development, and to educate the public on the urgent need to preserve their habitat to prevent further decline.
Increased urban runoff causes major changes in the hydrological, chemical, and physical characteristics of urban waterways. Aquatic systems exposed to watershed stressors through non-point source pollution have lower species diversity of amphibians.
One major threat to amphibians is road construction.
Many salamanders migrate seasonally to breeding grounds, which require road crossings, and high road mortality has been observed, particularly during these breeding periods.
A possible solution to this problem is the installation of eco-passages such as these.
Animals can use these tunnels to cross under roadways without the threat of being hit by cars.
Darby Creek's passages use recycled cattle grate to protect animals while still allowing them to use natural light to guide their movement. The park documents use of the passage via a motion-activated trail camera in this bucket in one of the tunnels. They use this footage to identify species who are using the tunnel and keep clear data about the success of the tunnel.
Since the installation of this new fence that directs animals into the tunnel entrance, they have seen an increase in amphibians, especially frogs, using the tunnel.
The tunnels are currently on a smaller side road in the park, but if successful, they hope to expand the project and install similar tunnels on the larger and busier road that cuts north to south through the park. Salamanders in the park primarily live on the west side of this road, but must cross it to return to their breeding wetlands on the east side of the park.
A local success story is the revival of the eastern hellbender. The eastern hellbender is a native species of salamander and is found in southern and eastern Ohio. Unfortunately, the species has seen dramatic decline due to habitat loss, pollution, and sedimentation. However, there has been extensive work restoring the species in the state by the Ohio Hellbender Partnership. The project is led by the Wilds and the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, where they collect eggs from their native ranges and then raise the hatched hellbenders. Eventually, they are tagged and released into protected waterways across Ohio and West Virginia. Since 2012, over 2,000 hellbenders have been released in Ohio, with 100 released as recently as October 2025. In 2023, the monitoring team observed that released individuals were reproducing in the wild. This is a significant milestone for the project and a crucial sign for the renewal of eastern hellbenders in Ohio.
Yeah, it's going to be a coming-of-age film.